Today we need to talk about something that's been bugging a lot of us in the Diablo community. The portrayal of Belial, Lord of Lies. With his big return in Diablo 4 Season 8, many players were hyped. Finally, one of the lesser evils getting his due in the new engine with modern storytelling. But after experiencing it, well, let's just say I'm severely disappointed. Welcome to ControVersial. This is the series where I share my unpopular opinions and get roasted for them. Today, we're going to compare how Belial was presented in Diablo 3 and why that was a far superior depiction of the Lord of Lies to what we've gotten in Diablo 4 Season 8.
I travel to Chaldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of hell, Belial. I mean to set the city free.
Let's cast our minds back to Diablo 3, specifically Act 2. Belial, the Lord of Lies, was the mastermind behind the chaos in Chaldeum. From the moment you step foot in the city, his influence is palpable. The whispers, the paranoia, the feeling that everyone around you could be an illusion, it all points to his cunning. He didn't just show up and say, "Here I am, the Lord of Lies." No, he meticulously orchestrated events. He disguised himself as Emperor Hakam II, a seemingly benevolent ruler trying to help his people. This was a perfect lie, playing on the desperation of the populace. He used his power of deception to turn the city against itself, sowing distrust and chaos from within. The entire act is built up to this reveal. You were chasing clues, saying strange occurrences, and the tension mounted. When he finally sheds his disguise, it's a shocking, dramatic moment. He doesn't just transform, he reveals his true nature as the architect of all the lies you've encountered. Even his boss fight, where he constantly tries to trick you with illusions and ground effects, reinforced this theme. He was physically present, yes, but his true power was always in his manipulation. His dialogue was arrogant, taunting, and full of half-truths.
Praise the gods, you've arrived just in time. Show me the soul stone.
You'll get a good look when I trap your miserable soul within it, Belial.
Clever, but know this, Nephilim. Azmodan knows of the stone and the power it contains. Even if you defeat me, he will exterminate you and every last one of your misbegotten kind.
He truly felt like the Lord of Lies, a being whose greatest weapon wasn't brute force, but psychological warfare. He was elusive, he was a schemer, and he felt like a genuine threat that operated in the shadows. Now let's jump to Diablo 4 Season 8, Belial's Return. The name itself promised so much, and what do we get? Belial, appearing as a glorified word boss, a random ambush mob, and a chatty pompous villain who throws insults in your way.
What is this? How can you resist me? How can... The blood of Lilith runs in your veins.
Where is the lie? Where is the deception? In Diablo 4, Belial is openly aggressive. He's sending out horrifying apparitions to physically break down people, not mentally manipulate them through subtle lies. He's appearing every 5 seconds as a random spawn. This isn't the Lord of Lies, this is the Lord of mildly annoying nuisances. His motivation, according to Blizzard, is to control reality, but the way it's presented, he just seems to be showing up everywhere and fighting directly. This is a massive downgrade. Instead of a shadowy puppet master pulling strings, he's a loudmouth who gets straight to the point. It completely undermines his core identity as a master deceiver. Remember how in Diablo 3 you had to uncover his lies? In D4, it feels like he's practically screaming, "I'm Belial, the Lord of Lies, come fight me," at the top of his demonic lungs. It's so direct, so lacking in the subtlety that made his character so compelling. The fact that he has the same model as Diablo 3 is a minor gripe, but it just adds to the feeling of reused assets and the lack of creative direction for his character. And his threat is so quickly dispatched. He's supposed to be one of the great evils, a major player, and he just feels like a stepping stone to something else. Even the build-up to him in the season feels less impactful. We're told he is influencing things, but we don't feel the insidious nature of his lies like we did in Caldeum. It's just a new boss ladder, a new set of powers, and Belial as the headliner. So what went wrong? It feels like Blizzard prioritized gameplay mechanics like the boss ladder, the boss powers, over a strong character-driven narrative for Belial. They wanted him to be a recurring boss, which makes him feel like a less unique threat and a more like glorified elite monster. Diablo 3 understood that Belial's power wasn't his size or his direct compatibility, but it was in his ability to twist perception and sow discord. He was a psychological horror as much as a physical one. Diablo 4, in its attempt to make him a more active antagonist, stripped away the very essence of what made him unique and terrifying. It's a huge missed opportunity to expand on his lore in a meaningful way. Instead of a cunning, manipulative foe who could truly mess with your mind, we got a boastful brawler. And while the new boss powers are cool and all, they don't make up for the narrative disservice done to such an iconic character. Ultimately, for me, Diablo 4 Season 8's Belial's a shadow of its former self. He went from a master manipulator to a generic demon boss with a loud mouth. It's a prime example of how even with a beloved character, a lack of focus on their core identity can lead to a truly disappointing portrayal. But what do you think? Did you enjoy Belial's return in Diablo 4? Or do you agree that he was better handled in Diablo 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, then feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Thanks.